Are you feeling lost, unmotivated, and unsure if you'll ever reach your goals? It's the middle of 2024, and you're probably feeling like you're stuck in a rut. You set all these ambitious goals at the beginning of the year, but now they seem like a distant dream. Don't worry, my friend, you're not alone. We've all been there, staring at our vision boards, wondering if we'll ever achieve anything on them. But fear not, because I'm here to share my personal journey and a foolproof plan to help you crush your 2024 targets in the last 6 months of the year. Let's be honest, most people set goals at the beginning of the year and then promptly forget about them. It's like we're on a sugar high, all excited and motivated, but then reality hits and we're back to our old habits. But not this time, my friend. This year, we're going to be different. We're going to actively check in on our goals and make sure we're on track. I remember setting my goals at the beginning of 2024, and I'll admit, some of them seemed a little far-fetched. But you know what they say? Shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. And that's exactly what I did. I graduated from college with honors, and now I'm heading off to uni next year. It's been a wild ride, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Now, I know what you're thinking, but how did you do it? What's your secret? Well, my friend, I'm about to share with you the 10 easy steps that helped me achieve my goals. These steps are simple, actionable, and guaranteed to help you get back on track. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey of self-discovery, goal-crushing, and personal growth. First and foremost, it's crucial to understand the importance of actively checking in on your goals. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of everyday life and forget about the dreams we once had. But trust me, taking the time to reflect on your progress and make adjustments as needed is the key to success. It's like going on a road trip without a map. You'll end up lost and frustrated. But with a clear plan and regular check-ins, you'll be able to navigate the obstacles and reach your destination. Speaking of plans, let's talk about the 10 easy steps that will help you achieve your goals in the last 6 months of 2024. These steps are designed to be simple, actionable, and effective. They'll help you stay focused, motivated, and on track. And the best part, they're backed by my own personal experience. I've been there, done that, and I can tell you with absolute certainty that these steps work. Now, I know what you're thinking, but what if I've already fallen behind? What if I've already missed the boat? Well, my friend, it's never too late to turn things around. In fact, the middle of the year is the perfect time to take a step back, assess your progress, and make any necessary adjustments. It's like hitting the reset button on your life. And trust me, it feels amazing. So, are you ready to take the plunge? Are you ready to reignite your passion and crush your 2024 targets? Then let's get started. Follow these 10 easy steps, and I guarantee you'll be well on your way to achieving your goals. And who knows, maybe you'll even surprise yourself along the way. After all, the only limits we have are the ones we place on ourselves. Chapter 2: Intention Setting and Motivation. I'll never forget the day I graduated from college, standing on that stage, diploma in hand, feeling like I could conquer the world. It was a moment of pure joy and accomplishment, but it was also the result of months of hard work, dedication, and intention setting. You see, I didn't just wake up one day and decide to graduate with honors. No, I had a plan, and I stuck to it. And let me tell you, it was one hell of a ride. In the first 6 months of 2024, I achieved more than I ever thought possible. Not only did I graduate from college, but I also secured a spot at one of the top universities in the country. And that's not all. I started working out regularly, and let me tell you, it's been a game changer. I feel stronger, healthier, and more confident than ever before. And let's not forget about this little YouTube channel of mine. I've been putting in the work, creating content that I'm truly proud of, and it's been paying off in a big way. I even put all my content on Spotify, so now you can listen to me while you're working out or commuting to work. Talk about a multitasking king. So, what's the secret to my success? Well, my friend, it all comes down to intention setting and motivation. You see, I didn't just set goals at the beginning of the year and hope for the best. No, I set monthly and weekly intentions, and I made sure to remember my why every single day. Why was I working so hard? Why did I want to achieve these goals? Answering those questions kept me motivated and disciplined, even when things got tough. It's like that saying goes, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And let me tell you, I got going. But it wasn't just about setting intentions and remembering my why. I also broke my goals down into smaller, more manageable tasks. It's like the old saying goes, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And that's exactly what I did. I took my big, hairy, audacious goals and broke them down into bite-sized pieces. And you know what? It worked like a charm. It's like that other saying goes, slow and steady wins the race. And let me tell you, I was steady as a rock. Of course, it wasn't all smooth sailing. There were setbacks, challenges, and obstacles along the way. But you know what kept me going? Finding deeper meaning in my goals. I didn't just want to graduate from college or get into a good university. No, I wanted to make my family proud, to show myself that I could achieve anything I set my mind to, and to pave the way for a brighter future. And that deeper meaning, that why, kept me resilient and determined, even when the going got tough. It's like that saying goes, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And let me tell you, I made some damn good lemonade. So are you ready to take your goal crushing to the next level? Are you ready to set intentions, remember your why, break your goals down into manageable tasks, and find deeper meaning in your objectives? Then let's do this. Stay tuned for the next steps in my foolproof plan to help you achieve your goals in the last 6 months of 2024. Trust me, it's going to be a wild ride, but it's going to be worth it. Because when you achieve your goals, when you stand on that metaphorical stage, diploma in hand, feeling like you can conquer the world, it's going to be the best feeling in the world. And you deserve that feeling, my friend. So let's get started. Chapter 3, Regular Self-Review and Visualization. Are you tired of setting goals and forgetting about them a month later? Do you feel like you're constantly chasing your tail, never quite reaching the finish line? Well, my friend, let me tell you a little story about how I crushed my targets in the first 6 months of 2024. It all comes down to regular self-review and visualization. It's like that saying goes, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And let me tell you, I planned like a boss. Every month, like a clockwork, I set aside time to reflect on my progress. What went well, what didn't, and most importantly, why. It was like a little goal-crushing therapy session, and let me tell you, it worked wonders. I started to see patterns emerge, things that were working and things that needed to be tweaked. And you know what else I noticed? The small wins. Those little victories that I would have otherwise overlooked. But not this time, my friend. I celebrated every single one of them. And let me tell you, it did wonders for my motivation and discipline. But how can you make self-reviewing a habit without feeling overwhelmed? The key is to set aside a specific time each month, like the first Sunday of the month, for example. Make it a ritual, light a candle, brew a cup of tea, and dive in. Start with the big picture. Did you achieve your monthly goals? Then zoom in on the details. What specific actions led to success? What obstacles did you face? By breaking it down, it becomes less daunting and more manageable. And it wasn't just about reviewing my goals, it was about visualizing them too. I created a vision board, and let me tell you, it was a work of art. I cut out pictures, words, and phrases that represented my goals, and I hung it up where I could see it every single day. And you know what happened? I started to feel it. I started to feel the success, the satisfaction, the accomplishment. It was like I was already there, standing on that metaphorical stage, diploma in hand, feeling like I could conquer the world. But what if a vision board isn't your thing? No worries, my friend. There are plenty of creative ways to visualize your goals. Try writing a letter to your future self, describing in vivid detail how it feels to achieve your dreams. Or create a vision journal filled with sketches, collages, and affirmations. You could even record a video of yourself celebrating your success and watch it whenever you need a boost. And let's talk about celebrating small wins without feeling cheesy. It's all about finding ways that feel authentic to you. Maybe it's treating yourself to a fancy coffee or taking a relaxing bubble bath. Or perhaps it's sharing your accomplishments with a supportive friend or family member. The key is to make it meaningful and enjoyable, so you look forward to those little celebrations. But it wasn't just about reviewing and visualizing. It was about learning too. I dove deep into the world of goal setting, reading books, listening to podcasts, and watching videos. And you know what I learned? That tiny micro habits can make a big difference. It's like that saying goes, Slow and steady wins the race. And let me tell you, I was steady as a rock. I used a daily scheduling app to help me prioritize my tasks, and let me tell you, it was a game changer. And when it comes to identifying patterns in your progress, the key is to look for themes and trends. Are there certain times of day when you're most productive? Are there specific tasks that always seem to trip you up? By paying attention to these patterns, you can adjust your approach and set yourself up for success. So, how can you use self-education to improve your goal-setting skills? Start by identifying areas where you feel stuck or uncertain. Maybe you need to learn more about time management or overcoming procrastination. Then seek out resources that address those specific challenges. Read articles, watch videos, and listen to podcasts that offer practical tips and strategies. And don't be afraid to experiment. Try out different techniques and see what works best for you. So, are you ready to take your goal crushing to the next level? Are you ready to review, visualize, learn, and micro-habit your way to success? Then let's do this. Stay tuned for the next steps in my foolproof plan to help you achieve your goals in the last 6 months of 2024. Trust me, it's going to be a wild ride, but it's going to be worth it. Chapter 4. Taking small steps and embracing deep work. In the last few chapters, we talked about the importance of setting intentions, visualizing success, and regularly reviewing our progress. And you know what? It's all been leading up to this moment, taking small steps and embracing deep work. It's like that saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. And let me tell you, I built my own personal empire, one brick at a time. I'll never forget the day I realized that I was stuck in a rut. It was like I was running on a hamster wheel, going through the motions, but never actually getting anywhere. And you know what changed everything? Taking small steps and embracing deep work. It all started with taking small steps every single day. I'm talking about scheduling tasks, learning new high-income skills, and diving deep into my work. And you know what? It worked like a charm. I started to see progress, little by little, and it was the most satisfying feeling in the world. But how can you make taking small steps feel less daunting? The key is to break your goals down into bite-sized pieces. Instead of focusing on the big picture, zoom in on the details. What's the next tiny step you can take today? And don't forget to celebrate those small wins. It's like that saying goes, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And let me tell you, those single steps add up fast. And when it comes to high income skills, the possibilities are endless. But one skill that's always in demand, copywriting. It's like the secret sauce of the marketing world, and it can open doors to all kinds of opportunities. Whether you're looking to start a freelance business or land a high-paying job, mastering the art of persuasive writing is a game changer. But it wasn't just about taking small steps, it was about embracing deep work too. I'm talking about shutting out distractions, turning off notifications, and diving deep into my tasks. And you know what happened? I started to make progress at lightning speed. It was like I was in a state of flow and nothing could stop me. And you know what else? I started to enjoy the process. I romanticized my life, finding joy in the little things, and it made the journey so much sweeter. And when it comes to scheduling tasks, the key is to find a system that works for you. Maybe it's time blocking, where you dedicate specific chunks of time to specific tasks. Or maybe it's the Pomodoro technique, where you work in short bursts with frequent breaks. Experiment and find what feels right. And don't forget to build in some buffer time. Things always take longer than we think. The benefits of embracing deep work are endless. Not only will you make faster progress on your goals, but you'll also experience less stress and burnout. It's like that saying goes, quality over quantity. And when you're in a state of deep focus, you're operating at your highest level. It's like a superpower, and it's all yours for the taking. But it wasn't just about taking action and enjoying the process. It was about manifestation too. I started writing journal entries from the perspective of the self that had already achieved my goals. And let me tell you, it was powerful stuff. I could feel the success, the satisfaction, the accomplishment, and it fueled me to keep going. And you know what else? It made me realize that I was in charge of my reality. I was the captain of my own ship, and I was going to steer it straight to success. And when it comes to tracking progress without feeling overwhelmed, the key is to find creative ways to celebrate your wins. Maybe it's a silly dance every time you hit a milestone, or maybe it's a special treat like a fancy coffee or a bubble bath. And don't forget to share your successes with your support system. They'll be cheering you on every step of the way. And let's talk about incorporating humor into your goal setting process. It's like that saying goes, laughter is the best medicine. And when you can find the funny side of things, it makes the journey so much sweeter. Maybe it's creating a silly vision board with inside jokes and puns. Or maybe it's coming up with a hilarious mantra to repeat whenever you're feeling stuck. Whatever it is, don't be afraid to let your personality shine through. Turning self-reflection into a daily habit is all about making it a ritual. Set aside a specific time each day, like first thing in the morning or right before bed, and stick to it. Light a candle, brew a cup of tea, and dive in. Start with the big picture. How are you feeling today? Then zoom in on the details. What went well? What could be improved? By making it a regular practice, it becomes second nature. And when it comes to making your goal-achieving process more enjoyable and rewarding, the key is to find ways to celebrate your progress along the way. Maybe it's a special outing with friends or a weekend getaway. Or maybe it's treating yourself to a new book or a fancy pair of shoes. Whatever it is, make sure it's something that truly lights you up. So, are you ready to take your goal crushing to the next level? Are you ready to take small steps, embrace deep work, and manifest your dreams into reality? Then let's do this. Chapter 5. Adopting an abundant mindset. In the last few chapters, we've covered a lot of ground, from setting intentions and visualizing success to taking small steps and embracing deep work. And you know what? It's all been leading up to this moment, adopting an abundant mindset. It's like that saying goes, as a man thinketh, so is he. And let me tell you, my thoughts have been on fire lately. I'll never forget the day I realized that I was stuck in a scarcity mindset. It was like I was always chasing after my dreams, never quite catching up. And you know what changed everything? Shifting my perspective and embracing abundance. And let me tell you, I've been shucking those pearls like a pro. So, what are the first steps to adopting an abundant mindset? It all starts with awareness. Take a moment to reflect on your thoughts and language. Are you constantly worrying about money, doubting your abilities? It's time to catch those negative thoughts in their tracks and reframe them. Instead of saying, I can't afford that, try, that's not a priority for me right now. Instead of, I'll never achieve my goals, say, I'm making steady progress every day. It's all about shifting your perspective and focusing on the positive. And when it comes to staying motivated when facing setbacks, an abundant mindset is key. It's like that saying goes, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And let me tell you, I've been making some pretty sweet lemonade lately. Instead of dwelling on the negative, I focus on the lessons I can learn and the opportunities for growth. And you know what? It's made all the difference in the world. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows, my friend. There are definitely some common obstacles to adopting an abundant mindset. One of the biggest ones? Comparing yourself to others. And let me tell you, I've been guilty of it too. But you know what I've learned? That my journey is my own, and I'm the only one who can define success for myself. And let me tell you, I've been cruising along nicely lately. And when it comes to daily affirmations, the possibilities are endless. My personal favorite, I am worthy, I am capable, and I am unstoppable. I repeat it to myself every morning, and let me tell you, it sets the tone for the day. But don't just take my word for it. There's scientific evidence that positive self-talk can actually rewire your brain for success. It's like that saying goes, mind over matter. And let me tell you, my mind has been on point lately. But how does an abundant mindset influence decision making? It's like a superpower, my friend. When you're operating from a place of abundance, you're not afraid to take risks and seize opportunities. You know that even if things don't work out, you'll land on your feet. And you know what else? You start to attract more abundance into your life. It's like that saying goes, what you focus on expands. And let me tell you, I've been focusing on the good stuff lately, but how can you balance an abundant mindset with financial responsibility? It's all about finding a healthy middle ground. Yes, it's important to believe in abundance and trust that the universe will provide. And when it comes to gratitude, it's the glue that holds an abundant mindset together. It's like that saying goes, The more you appreciate, the more you have to appreciate. I've been appreciating the heck out of everything lately. From the roof over my head to the food on my plate, I'm grateful for it all. And you know what? It's made me a happier, more fulfilled person. Well, there you have it, folks. The secret sauce to crushing your goals in the last 6 months of 2024. From setting intentions and visualizing success to adopting an abundant mindset, we've covered a lot of ground. And you know what? It's all been leading up to this moment, taking action and making it happen. So what are you waiting for? It's time to embrace abundance and start living your dreams. Shift your perspective, reframe your thoughts, and focus on the positive. Believe in yourself, trust the universe, and watch as opportunities start to unfold before your very eyes. But don't just take my word for it. Put these strategies into practice and see the results for yourself. Start small, celebrate your wins, and keep pushing forward. Because when you achieve your goals, when you stand on that metaphorical stage, diploma in hand, feeling like you can conquer the world, it's going to be the best feeling in the world. And you know what else? It's going to inspire others to do the same. Because when you shine, you give others permission to shine too. It's like that saying goes, be the change you wish to see in the world. And let me tell you, the world needs more shining stars like you. So, what are you waiting for? Let's do this. Let's crush our goals, embrace abundance, and live our dreams. And let's do it together as a community of goal-crushing badasses who believe in the power of positive thinking and hard work. But before you go, I have one final question for you. What's holding you back from achieving your goals? Is it fear, doubt, comparison? Whatever it is, it's time to let it go. Because when you let go of the things that are weighing you down, you make room for the things that will lift you up. So let's hear it, folks. What's your biggest obstacle and how are you going to overcome it? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let's inspire each other to reach new heights in the last 6 months of 2024. Because together, we can do anything.